My 26 male, wife 24 female has a crush on a male co-worker and lies to me so she can spend more time with him. My fiance, 32 female, and I, 32 male, I found out she kissed another guy.
Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started.
My 26 male, wife 24 female has a crush on a male co-worker and lies to me so she can spend more time with him. We have been married for less than a year, dating for almost 4, and have a toddler together. She is everything to us. We both work at the same coffee shop, and money is very tight for us. So we share a car and a phone. I will work in the morning shift, and my wife will work the night shift. We usually have 2-hour gap between shifts so that we can comfortably get home and spend a little bit of time together. My wife has a crush on her male co-worker, which I have known about since it started a few months ago. I don't want to be that crazy jealous guy, so I figured she can talk to whomever she wants as long as it never crosses a line. I don't ever want to tell her that she cannot talk to someone, but most of our co-workers know, which puts me in an awkward spot between pretending to be oblivious to it or be the jealous boyfriend type. Recently, it has gotten worse. She will find ways to cover and switch shifts so that she works with him more often. This week, I caught lying about something our boss said so that she can find a way to work with his co-worker again. She now sees him 4 to 5 times per week, and we only see each other for 2 nights per week. Normally, I would be able to handle this better, but I recently caught her talking to an ex-boyfriend. I walked into the room and she turned the laptop around and told me I couldn't see what she was doing because she was shopping for Father's Day presents for me. I knew something was up and snooped on her Facebook. It was innocent enough, just a casual Facebook conversation, and she didn't hide it once confronted and considered it bad judgment to not give me a heads up she was messaging an ex on Facebook. So on top of everything else, I know I have some big trust issues. My biggest fear is confronting my wife about this because I am afraid she will pack up and leave with a baby in the car, which is her name. And it is so embarrassing to have to see my co-workers every day, most of whom know about this crush. My fiance, 32 female, and I, 32 male, I found out she kissed another guy. My fiance and I have been together for 3 years now. We've been engaged for about a year. She's divorced from her ex-husband and she has an 8-year-old daughter for whom she has primary custody over. The girl is really sweet and I love her. I feel like I've built a warm relationship over the years. I'm in a really happy place with my fiance, at least I was until recently. It all started 1 to 2 weeks ago. She was going to a gathering with a bunch of her old friends from college who she hadn't seen in many, many years. She ran it by me and asked if it was okay. I said it was fine. She told me it was going to be mostly just other girls there, but I would have been fine even if there were guys there. She came back by taxi and was a bit tipsy, but otherwise seemed very happy and sounded like she had had a lot of fun. She told me all about it and we went to bed. A week later, my world collapses. I started getting messages on Facebook from one of her friends, a guy. I've met him once before briefly. She's good friends with her and they go way back. He tells me he's really sorry, but he knows I'm a good person and he doesn't want me to be used like this. He proceeds to tell me that my fiance kissed another guy at this gathering, and he has proof. He sends me the photos. It's definitely her, wearing the same clothes she wore out on that night, and her hair was in the same way, so there's no way it was an older photo. In the photos, she's kissing this man I've never met before. And not just like kissing, it's passionate kissing. She's holding his face. The guy tells me he saw her kissing and he knows she's engaged to someone else. He told me he was disgusted by her behavior, so he silently took the photos and wanted to pass them on to me because I deserved better than this. I thanked him. It was absolutely crushing. I felt terrible. For 2 days, I pretended like there was nothing and kept a straight face in front of her. Then I came forward. I showed her the pictures. I didn't show who had sent them, but I told her someone who was there had contacted me and sent me these pictures. I didn't say much. I told her I wanted to hear her explanation and what she had to say. She broke down and started crying, weeping, telling me how sorry she was, apologizing her heart out. She said she was drunk and was caught in a moment, that she didn't mean to. She told me she loves me and she was sorry and she doesn't want to break up. She pleaded with me not to call off the marriage. I remember when she had come back that day, she had a big smile on her face. She didn't look like someone who had done something they felt guilty or regretful over. She looked like someone who just had a lot of fun and didn't feel any guilt over it. She probably figured I never found out. I'm not sure what to do. Honestly, I'm really hurt. I feel betrayed. To me, what she did was cheating. I feel like I'm ready to call off the engagement and break up with her over this. She seemed really sad when she apologized, but part of me feels like it was all crocodile tears and she only pretended to be remorseful when faced with the prospect of calling off the wedding. Any advice on what should I do? Is it cheating? Am I right to break up with her over this?